Documentary.
Performative documentary.
Alain Resnais, French film director. It endorses definition of knowledge that emphasizes personal experience in tradition of poetry literature. Julian Paul Assange, Australian journalist, tries to demonstrate how understanding such personal knowledge can help us understand more general processes of society. Riggs Morales, Senior Director of A&R, Shadi Records, may mix elements of various documentary modes to achieve link between subjective knowledge or understanding of the world and more general understandings, that is, historical ones. Bill Nicholas, American historian and theoretician of documentary films. It acknowledges the emotional and subjective aspects of documentary and presents ideas as part of a context having different meanings for different people, often autobiographical in nature. So, it depicts things that you have experienced or felt that specifically do not exist in the real world but can be a thought of your own mind.
For the explanation of performative documentary, there is a need to know the difference between the traditional documentary and the performative documentary. Traditional documentary is more about the message transmitted to the viewer, the message the film induces the viewer to perceive. Transmission and induce are the important words because the difference between introduction, induction and transmission, reception are at the core of what differentiates performative documentary from traditional documentary. The real goal of a documentary is for the viewer to derive meaning and message from the film, for the viewer to be the receiver. Another aspect of performative mode is in which documentarist subjects his journey, often including the failures and struggles that may occur during the filming process as part of the film product. The performative documentary maker is no longer the invisible hand and voice behind the camera, but the subject of the film he/she makes.
Performative mode of documentary filmmaking is an emerging, essentially powerful and almost unexplored part of science documentary. It depends on filmic text that embraces traditional rules of narrative, practicality, control, casuality and evident truth claims. Viewers are uniquely able to assemble their own meaning from a structure of associated but fragmentary filmic events. Each person's mind weaves together patches of representation, fictive or not, into a textile of artistic response of knowledge and symbolic truth. Based on evolving trends and technology, it is possible that audience will not just view films but rather participate in a multi-sensory experience. Performative documentary is an immensely powerful emerging tool that allows the viewer to perceive personal authorial control and voice that allows the boundary between discourse and intuition, between fiction and reality to dissolve in.
Videshi Babu, Mansa to Australia by Ramnik Singh Wali. It was a story about a guy who wanted to go abroad to fulfill his dreams for a better lifestyle. But unfortunately, what he found there is not actually what he expected. The documentary was actually of 3 parts. The first part was how he got the visa, what are the problems he faced, and so on. And the second part was all about the hardships he faced over there in the seek of better lifestyle. And the third part was actually the making of that original document.
Endless Summer by Katie Meyer. The documentary maker tells his experience of the worst summer of his life. That after graduation, in summer he had a severe accident, and the after effects of that accident made him hospitalized for 1 year.
The Fate of Flight 93 by Anonymous.
The Confessional by Tom Smith.
Rush Candy Wolfar by Anonymous.
The Life Events by Danny Jamison.
Unavailable by Anonymous.